It is crunch time. It's not what I would... I did this because you were coming up the stairs, and as soon as I did it, that stupid alert played.
16.
There she is. Hi. Chaz, that was cruel and unusual. 1600 bits from Full Metal Grozzer says, just needed something to wake me up. Also, good morning, grandparents. How are y'all doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. I woke up earlier than I wanted to. But otherwise, good. I usually wake up at like 8:30. And today I woke up at 6:30. And that's earlier than 8:30. It's fine. And he says, was Kepi a menace? Not really. It wasn't really Kepi's fault. I woke up and I had to use the bathroom, and then I just couldn't get comfortable.
You couldn't?
No. Could have gone running. It was, well, it wasn't nice, but it was nicer than the rest of the month will be.
Isn't tomorrow supposed to be nice?
I don't know that I am necessarily enthused by the temperatures.
I went 8 miles yesterday on my bike. Tomorrow's rainy all day. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I mean, very technically went 7.99. But yeah, you went 8 miles.
Early.
Yeah. I haven't been on my bike in quite a bit. It has been too hot for me to want to engage in that sort of activity.
I think it was when Thomas was here that we bought the water bottle for your bike. We went to the store, the bike store.
Yeah.
That was... You haven't been on your bike since that.
I haven't been on my bike in a month.
Yeah.
Because it's just been too hot. No interest.
Yesterday, I had one flat pedal and one clipless pedal.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get used to clipless.
Yeah.
The shoes that clip into the pedal with the clip on the bottom, they're called clipless. It's dumb. So I didn't fall because last time I went with both, I fell. I did really good.
Good.
And I was faster even in this heat.
Just wait until there's not heat and wait until you have both shoes.
Strava was like,
You'll be zooming.
you got some personal bests on these parts of the route. And I'm like, what? How? It's so hot. I was going so slow. And there were so many runners out yesterday on the sidewalks. And they were like 3 wide on a sidewalk. And I'm like, guys, on your left. And they're like, oh.
On your left. Anyway,
I can't wait to do both clipless shoes and see how fast I really am. And then I can't wait till it's cool out and the weather again and I'm peak speed.
when it cools down, I will return to biking. In the meantime, I'm on DDR duty because that is air conditioned. DDR and weights. Anything that's inside.
When is it acceptable to just run them over asking for a friend? Most of the time when I call out on your left, they're like, oh, and then they move. Or I ring my bell and they do the same sort of like response. But there have been times where I'm going, like, I'm on a sidewalk and it's a narrow sidewalk. Because, like, some of them around here are quite wide. You can walk, like, 4 wide.
Mm-hmm.
There's some that are only, like, 2 wide. And there'll be people walking side by side down this narrow sidewalk. And I'm coming up next to, like, we're coming towards each other. And I'm looking at them. And they're not moving. At all. So I get my tires to the very edge of the sidewalk. And I'm just like, well, you can see me. You're looking at me. We're making eye contact. And you're not moving. It's happened twice. The same spot.
Same person?
I don't know, maybe.
We had 22 months from Cave Bat 11, 21 from Haste the Day, 42 from The Reload, 22 from Aaron the Anime Almanac, 4 months from Willpower, 8 months from Elvin Scout 44. 300 bits from Jay the Queer Disaster says, finally made it to my first breakfast stream. I've been watching y'all for the longest time, currently on vacation in Sapphire, North Carolina, and it is gorgeous. Well, welcome to your first breakfast stream.
Welcome. I think Sapphire is, I would guess, Outer Banks.
I'm not entirely sure, but I'm also still fairly unfamiliar with North Carolina
My assumption is
geography.
It's a beach. It could be the mountains.
It's 200 plus miles away.
That doesn't tell me anything. Oh, it's mountain. Oh, see, I don't know much of Western.
It's almost in South Carolina.
I don't know much of Western North Carolina besides
it's
Asheville
past,
and Boone.
It's past Asheville. It's further
yeah.
than Asheville.
Cool.
Neat.
At some point, I do want to go to the mountains.
That would be fun. It would be fun to go out and like do some hiking or something.
Yeah.
When it's like
It's 70 there?
cooler.
Ugh.
I mean, it's technically in the 70s here.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. But it's also muggy here.
It is.
The air
It's
is
true.
hot soup.
The air is hot soup. It's true. It is hot soup.
We have been to the Smokies. We've been to, like, Gatlinburg.
Yeah, I've been to Tennessee multiple times. I've never been hiking in the Smokies,
Me neither.
but that would be fun. We've driven up through the crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. That one time we were going to the Starman Con, and the GPS was like, "This is faster," and I was like,
This is a dirt road.
"Where are we going?"
And it's like, don't worry, you'll get there.
Just trust me. It was back when we still had the big. You had to buy a GPS
a
and put it in your
dedicated
car.
UPS. Not UPS.
GPS,
GPS.
like a Garmin box that you kept in your car. Yeah. We were driving. We were like on the interstate, and it was like, "Get off here." It is on the vlog. Yeah, that's pretty early. But that was a wild thing. I remember going up this crazy incline and then just driving around, and we passed someone who came up next to us, and they had their windows down. They're like, "Does this
flagged us down?"
They're like, "Does this get back to the highway?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's where we came from." I was like, "Does this go anywhere?" They're like, "Yeah." So we were both very concerned with where we were.
Uh-huh.
Jay says, our drive to our rental was quite crazy. People were hugging the yellow line very close. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. I don't think it would be fun for everyone.
No.
There are people that don't... I mean, there's people that just don't really like to drive, and that
But
would
it would
not
be fun for, like, the whole group of us to go rent a cabin and have, like, campfires and cookouts.
Yeah. That would be fun. And I would drive.
You can't drive all of us.
No, but I would drive
Yeah, you would drive.
some of us.
Josh, good morning.
Good morning, Josh. We could rent like a church van
We could.
and fit everyone in there. Or I guess we could just drive like 2 cars. Would also work. The Subaru has a button that's like dirt mode. I've
never gotten to
never
use it.
pressed dirt mode before.
It also has D-Snow.
It kind of sounds like you're about to make like a D's nuts joke, but you said snow.
It says D-Snow for deep snow.
Yeah, there's like, isn't there 2 snow modes?
Yeah, there's like...
There's snow, but then deep snow.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there are people that like they get the Subaru so they can do all the
Yeah.
off-road stuff. So if we ever are in an off-road situation, I get to hit that button. I'm looking forward to that day, honestly. I'm also looking forward to enjoying this snack.
Snack like a guilty fern with Tiny Eddie's funky scarf crust circle.
It's like whenever the person making your pizza, like, their scarf falls off into the pizza and they go, and then they just bake it anyway.
How often does that happen to you?
Once. Today. We have 1,100 bits from Anise who says, can we trade some good vibes? Sending vibes to all the hurricane-affected folks, but also all the people in South Africa who got caught up in historic levels of rain and flooding. Seems like a good trade.
Yeah.
Good vibes to both, because that is rain bad. Rain bad. A lot of people
Can be bad.
Yes. It has the potential to be bad. A lot of people get caught up in the category of hurricanes and like the wind damage, which is bad. But then also the amount of rain and stuff that can come after a hurricane and the flooding that can come like a week after is also
surge,
bad.
The rain, and then the flooding afterwards, yeah.
So, flooding bad. Flooding very bad. It is a very weird feeling to see, like, I mean, either in photo or in person, like a place that does not have water suddenly be under like 5 feet of water. Because I have seen that many times, and it's very concerning.
When I used to teach, the road that I drove to work, like, you know, there's so many days I drove that and it was totally dry, and then there were times that I drove it and it was under a foot of water.
Yeah. There were places like in Myrtle Beach that locals just knew, like, don't live there.
Yeah.
Like, there were subdivisions where you're like, don't, that's bad. But people don't know.
No.
People don't know. Check a flood map. And ask locals questions, I guess. We got 42 months from The Great Perhaps. 100 bits from Willpower64. 100 bits from Sir Dread. 35 months from ArisD57. 69 months from PK Magical. Nice. 6 months from Shadow Star Dylan. 56 months from The Queen's Thief. 49 months from The Bassoonist. And 100 bits from Willpower. Thank you. I brought cookies today.
Yeah.
This is an adventureful. I have had opinions about them in the past. I'm going to see if my opinions stand.
Amber Laura says, I love those things. Don't you slander my cookie, Steven.
They're better than I remember.
Renee.
My problem with adventurefuls... Complete silence. My problem with adventurefuls is that I think they would be better if they were soft. They are a hard, crunchy cookie, and I think that they would be infinitely better if they were soft. If they were more of like a soft cookie. And the first time I had them...
Dip one in your coffee.
Yeah, I might do that. The first time I had them, I thought they were soft, so it was the most disappointing thing. When I put them in my mouth, I was like, this is hard? But now, the second time I'm having them, because I knew that they were hard, my brain was expecting them to be a rock.
And they were softer.
And they were softer than I thought, and I was like, okay.
So what are they? Chocolate? With caramel?
It's a chocolate cookie with chocolate drizzle and caramel. Did I say something bad? I think I did. Anyway, let me oh, that wasn't long enough. Not at all.
Well, you got one more.
I'm just gonna do them all now. Alright, I'm gonna hold this in.
Josh, come get a cookie. Slick Duke says, did Steven ever offer the cookies to Mal? Before stream started, he's like, do you want me to put a cookie on the plate for you? And I was like, no.
It's true. You know what I like about those, though?
Huh.
They're cookies. So they're like sugar. And sugar tastes good.
True.
I like the flavors, like chocolate and caramel. That's good. It's just, I really wish they were softer. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry, I'm going to be making Mal brownies.
When? Is there a deadline on this?
Mm-mm. No. No, I'm gonna make Mal brownies in the same way that I'm going to stream Banjo-Kazooie with you. Like there's an understanding that it will happen, but you never know when.
Okay.
I will get to it. The other night I went to the store with the intention of making brownies. Like, that's how close we got. Just like how one day I'll finish Prime. I will come take it back. I was going to make brownies the other night, but I wanted to make raspberry brownies, and they didn't have raspberries, and I was like...
Is that why you pulled the cocoa powder out?
Yeah. I was checking to see what we had. I was checking the ingredients. And, they didn't have the one thing necessary for raspberry brownies, which is raspberries.
Josh, I've been looking forward to this for a year.
Yeah, I don't know that you can pull that one, Josh. We've never had a date on Banjo-Kazooie, but for a year you've been like, I'm gonna play Mother 3 in July, and I'm like, I don't think that you should you should take a step back on that. About to disappoint a whole lot of people.
Josh, I just made it to chapter 7.
Yeah, I replayed it in May, and Mal's replaying it. Yeah, Vagabond. He didn't specify which July.
I'm pretty sure he said next July.
It would be fun to play Banjo. I do want to play Banjo. There was a part of me that was holding out for a long time, because I was like, certainly they're going to, like, do something with Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
And they haven't, and now I feel more like they're not going to do anything with Banjo-Kazooie. I feel like the time to strike on that, it's kind of like past a little bit. And Banjo is short.
Yeah.
It's not a very long game. Also, whatever we play after Tears of the Kingdom, we haven't decided what we're playing yet, but whatever we play will feel like the shortest video game we've ever played. We could play a 40-hour game and we'll be like, this game's so short. Do you have any idea how weird it is to be playing through the Metroid games and be doing them like every few weeks I'm on to the next game? Compared to Zelda, which I don't remember a time before Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think we've just always been playing Tears of the Kingdom. Like, what was before that? I actually don't remember what we were playing before Tears of the Kingdom on Fridays. I'm not sure. Like, we did Moon, and we did Pikmin 4, but those were on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
No way was it Mario Galaxy 2. No. No.
What is that?
No. No. Really? Mario Galaxy 2 feels like that it was 100 years ago. I do know that it was the beginning of 2023. Yeah, Fossick says Galaxy 2 was January to April, and then Tears of the Kingdom came out in May. My God. Wow. Doesn't it feel like forever since we played Mario Galaxy 2? Like, that feels like a long time ago. Anyway, 53 months from RunT.exe. We had 25 months from Sakademus, 42 months from PK Daisy, and 300 bits from Travis, who says, like the clown I am, hearing you mention possibly streaming Banjo-Kazooie brought me out of lurking, only for it to be a tease. Well, it's not necessarily a tease. Like, it's something that I did promise Josh that we would do. And I will keep a promise. It's just knowing when I'm going to do that is harder to figure out. But, Haley says, but Subnautica. Josh says, I said I would play Earthbound if you played Banjo, and I am waiting.
Josh, I can hear that in your voice in my head.
I always hear, like, friends' voices when I read what they write.
Yeah.
Like, when Haley writes something, I can hear it in Haley's voice. If Chaz writes something, I can hear it in Chaz's voice. I can hear all of these things. Yeah. Well, listen. We have to finish Tears of the Kingdom. We probably... I don't know exactly how much of that we have left, but...
We have at least one Labyrinth. We've done 2.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah. There's shrines that you want to get.
Yeah. I would like to finish the shrines. Soon... I don't know if this is a Chaz thing. Chaz is the one that decides this, but like soon, we may just need to be told where things are. That might be tomorrow, or maybe there's
Chaz
enough.
Says possibly.
Or maybe there's enough that we can figure out on our own. There's probably enough we can figure out on our own tomorrow. We have a labyrinth, and we also have some stuff in the sky that we know where things are.
Yeah.
But, like, after that, I'm like, then we're probably just going to need to know where things are. And then we'll go get them. Get all the X's in the depths. Maybe. The ones that are close to the light roots we have.
We just got one that was close to a light root, but we didn't go get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. It is nice to be on the downhill part of the game. You know what I mean? Because I for the longest time, you're just like, well, I'm getting new stuff, I'm getting new skills, I'm getting new abilities, and now we've crested that. We've been to how many of the gachapon machines and never seen anything new? I'm like,
yeah.
I think we're like closing in on this, so yeah, I have enjoyed it, but I am excited about playing
something new.
Same. And it doesn't matter what game it is, really. Anything will be different than this, and like I said, everything will feel shorter.
Can I have my Dark Cloud 2 guide?
Sure. There you go.
Huh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at specifically, because like there's a lot of I can see the color page changes.
Yeah.
From where like the appendix stuff is, like right about here.
Mao is looking at her progress based on
where I have my paintbrushes as a bookmark.
She's about halfway through the book. There's 8 chapters in Dark Cloud 2, and you're on chapter 4.
I just started 4.
Okay.
8 is very long, though.
Yeah.
And 8 is not really plot. It was like, you just want to do more dungeon? Here you go. Here's a lot of dungeon.
Do you like dungeon? Do you like nothing but dungeon? Well, so you're probably not quite halfway.
No.
But you are probably starting to get close to halfway.
Yeah.
Neat. There's no, like, multiplayer in Dark Cloud 2,
No.
right? They didn't. Like,
They didn't do
online multiplayer where someone can play as Monica.
No.
That's a good mod. That's a good Dark Cloud 2 mod. Should be Dark Cloud 2 players. Anyway. 500 bits from Gadzooks, who says, Grandma and Grandpa, the baseball name of the day is Welcome, Gaston. No one threw a ball like Gaston, hit a wall like Gaston. No one gave it his all like Gaston. That is from Disney. I know that one. I probably won't know it at a point in time. But right now, this second, I know it. Shane says, Dark Cloud 2 or Tears of the Kingdom race? Who finishes first? That's actually a really good question. I think Tears will be done first.
Yeah.
But it may not be that super far apart, to be honest. You've done 8 Dark Cloud streams.
Yeah.
There's probably at least like 10 more.
Yeah.
If you're playing through the whole thing. Also, Welcome is a wild first name. It's like whenever you see your child for the first time, you're like, Welcome! And then someone was listening, they're like, okay, that's the name, all right.
And they don't let you, like, clarify?
Someone's asking you the child's name as you're welcoming the baby.
It's actually a law. Like, whatever comes out of your mouth first becomes the baby's name.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that law. They've repealed that in most states. Mm-hmm. The baby must have been born in, like, South Dakota or something. Because I think it's still a law there.
Renee says, uh-oh, I may have swore.
Can you imagine roll call for, like, the first day of 2nd grade and the teacher's like, this can't be right.
Welcome. Wait, no, Johnson.
Wait, no is a very, very good middle name. Emerald says lots of babies named. Ah! Dexter would be get this thing out of me now. I'm glad that we don't do that. We don't just... That's how we name people. And then whoever had the most normal names would be like, what did you do? How did that work out? Little baby, you did this to me! Anyway, on to a different subject. Yeah, completely different stuff. I was like, is this related? It's not related. Mao and I played some games yesterday. We had a date night.
How was this... How did you have to think if this was related?
I don't know. Sometimes things can be tangentially related, and it's not. We had date night yesterday. It was Mao's turn to pick.
Uh-huh.
And we went and we had some food. I can talk about the food too. But the thing that was important to Mao, she was like, I want to play pool with you.
Yeah.
Mao wanted to play billiards. And we did.
We sure did.
I haven't played
We played
pool.
4 games of 8-ball. Sorry, 3 games of 8-ball.
3 games of 8-ball.
Renee says, did Tall Man cheat? I mean, he does have an advantage.
I do have a huge advantage. I can lean over the entire table. Which does make it easier. Did you guys run prediction? It was...
It would be fun, though, to be like, listen, like, can you guys, like, open an hour early and, like, we just want to do this thing? And be like, just, like, open an hour early for us, like, we'll pay and...
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like,
you
no
can
one else
also
come in.
you can also just do that. I don't know that you have to necessarily open early.
Yeah.
You can just stream from a bar and play pool. It was fun. We haven't played in a long time. Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't played in a long time. You've played a little more recently than I have. Yeah. I did okay. I feel like we're both very bad.
Yeah. I mean, there were
Like,
people coming
not
into the bar
good.
with their own cues.
Like, we're both bad at it.
Betting cups in a bar instead of on Twitch is significantly more labor intensive.
Thank you, Chaz. We're both bad at it, but I was less bad at it.
You were less bad at it.
I was less bad at it. It is fun. When I was growing up, Austin had a pool table at his house, and I played pool pretty frequently, honestly, because when we would go over there, we would always play at least 1 or 2 games. But that was a lifetime ago, and I haven't really played much since, like middle or high school. And I think it's fun. I think it's a very fun game. I'd love to have the opportunity to play it more, but when would I do that?
We can go there anytime, though. The pool tables are free there. They're not in great shape.
They're not
they
in
are
great shape,
free.
but they're fine enough.
Yeah.
They're fine enough. There was the pool table that was at the Myrtle Beach Colo House.
Yeah.
Was kind of beat up, but it's fun.
Yeah.
When is the commune getting a pool hall?
When there's a commune.
I do think it's fun. Nintendo Nitwit asked if the pool game was recorded for the vlog. I recorded a few different shots. So
Nick says Josh isn't home, so put a pool table in his room.
it would take him weeks to notice. It's probably a good idea. Can you set up a pool table in the cathedral? If we could level it out.
Oh, it's not level at all.
If we could level it out, we could. But also, we couldn't play...
Until October or November?
Yeah, it'd have to be winter only.
Lit up by one 30-watt bulb across the cathedral.
Yeah, I filmed you taking a few hits. You didn't film me except for one.
Yeah, one.
It was fun. Where I put the 8-ball in and scratched on the same shot. Good.
We didn't look up if that meant you still won.
I lose.
Do you lose?
I'm pretty sure I lose.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I did win one game.
Pretty sure that means that you win the game. That's the other thing, is that I've never...
He was supposed to hit the 8-ball in, and he called it, but he also scratched.
Yeah, if you scratch whenever you are doing your 8-ball shot, you lose the game. The interesting thing about pool is that growing up, I played predominantly at Austin's house. Mm-hmm. And I learned the rules of pool there. And the problem is, there is definitely some element of like house rules that are floating around in my mind that I don't know what's real and what's not. Because I've played pool with other people at times, and they've like said or done a thing, and I'm like, what the heck is this? So then I'm like, which one's real?
Yeah.
And I told Mal when we were playing, I was like, we should find a YouTube video that's like all of the actual rules
Of just 8-ball?
Yeah, and make sure that we have it down. So it's kind of like Uno. It's kind of like Uno in that sense, because like there's definitely times where we've done things one way and then done things another way, and I'm just like, which one of these is correct? I don't know. Draw 4. Put 4 balls back on the table.
See, I grew up... My dad had a pool table before my parents got divorced.
Yeah.
And I don't remember playing pool because that was like... I was kindergarten and younger.
Yeah.
But I had an uncle who had a pool table, and he always hosted Super Bowl parties. So, like, all the kids would go play pool downstairs.
I do want to watch. I do want to watch a thing with the rules, because like yesterday, what was the? Oh, I remember what it was.
Oh, I hit the 8-ball.
You hit the 8-ball to hit another ball in, and I was just like, You can't do that.
Like, Steven thought, like, you can't touch the 8 ball.
It's like, you're supposed to not hit the 8 ball. Like, you can't hit the 8 ball to hit another ball. But then I'm like, is that a rule? I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Because there's been times where that has been a rule, and I'm like, is that an actual rule? I don't know, and it's not like I can argue that with Mal, because I'm thinking, I don't know the rules to pool. We both know enough to play a game and have fun with it.
Okay, that sounds right. We can agree on that rule.
But like, there's definitely elements where I'm like, I don't think you can do that. I've played
Yahoo Pool.
I have played Yahoo. I've played another one version where like you have to call
every shot. See, I only remember calling the 8 ball.
Yeah, that's what I think the rules are, right? But I've also played a version with people that were like, well, you have to call what you're hitting. And I'm like, Jesus, okay. I know the way I like to play the game, which is how we played it.
Yeah.
With the exception being you can't hit the 8 ball. Because in my brain, I'm like, as soon as I watched you do that, I was like, well, you can't do that. Because like when I'm playing it, that's in my mind. So I'm like, well, I can't make this shot because I can't hit the 8 ball. Anyway.
See, I like darts best. I feel like I can do good in darts.
I would be down to play darts at some point. We played in Japan. There was a place in Japan.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. And I did really well at darts, actually. I think I did the best. It's because I threw it so hard.
You also can, like, basically touch it from the line.
I am very tall. Does help. We played after we played pool, we went over to the arcade, and yeah, I know I'm so mad that this is what's playing right now. It's fine.
The arcade.
We went over to the arcade, and we were there early enough that it wasn't super busy. And anytime we're there, we don't really get a chance to play
air hockey.
Air hockey. So we got a chance to play air hockey. It was the fiercest game of air hockey I've ever played in my life. We had been walking around outside. I was in pants, and it was
I had cargo pants on.
And it was 90
plus.
Yeah, 90 something degrees, 95, 97 degrees. I wasn't sweating outside. I'm Southern boy, it's fine. But I started to sweat when we were playing air hockey because it was so
intense.
Mm-hmm. I really like air hockey. Like, I really like air hockey. We had no way to film that.
No.
Because we didn't have anyone else with us. But now I really want to go, like... I want to go back to the arcade, and I want to film, like, air hockey or something. Maybe find another place to do air hockey where there's not music that's pumping very loudly. That's
there's a Dave & Buster's out in Cary, and there's the other giant arcade that's like Dave & Buster's out past the airport towards Durham. Frankie's. And we still haven't been to Jaguar Bolera, which might also have one.
Okay. Do you remember, and I don't know if Josh is still here, if Josh remembers this, we filmed a bunch of air hockey videos.
On the boardwalk.
At,
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
Josh says, hi.
Josh, do you remember that? It was during E3, so it was 2015.
The day I got really burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went and we filmed a bunch of air hockey videos. Air hockey's so fun. Air hockey is so fun. Now, I was really excited about it because, like, I haven't been embroiled in something like that in a while. We were hitting it very hard. Very hard. It was moving very fast. I want to do it again.
How do you feel about ping pong?
I'm bad at ping pong.
Bad at it.
Very bad at ping pong.
I'm better at badminton, which I played a little bit the other day. Not like actually played, we just hit it back and forth.
I've only played ping
The
pong.
jump rope day, because they had a badminton set there.
I've only played ping pong a few times, and I'm like, oh.
How, Josh?
That seems almost
Josh
impossible.
says I've never played mini golf with y'all.
What?
How?
What?
There's at least 3 places here that I know of in Raleigh, and 2 are indoors.
We could fix this.
Yeah, Josh, we can fix this. Like,
It's been a long time
when
since
you get
we've...
back, finally.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've done, like a mini golf Let's Play.
Yeah.
So we could do that. Mini golf is very fun, and I have played more than anyone else I know.
One of the indoor Raleigh ones has, like, weird, like, some of the holes are, like, everyone sit on a swing and swing while someone takes a shot. Like, they're wild.
Interesting.
Josh says, I'll be back Tuesday.
I mean, it sounds to me like we need to take a trip to, like, one of these big indoor fun center type things that have, like, air hockey and mini golf and karaoke. Something.
Josh says, let's do it.
Okay. When you get back, we will. We'll figure it out. I would like to do that anyway. Because we have some places in Raleigh that we've never went to check out.
Yeah,
and
that we talked about them yesterday, because we were like, we've never... Topgolf only just opened in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Durham, I think. But we've never been to a Topgolf, and it's something we talked about going to in Myrtle Beach for years, and we never did
it. There's a lot of stuff that we haven't done here, and
we should start doing it.
yeah, especially because some of the stuff that's indoors we should do because it's like it's pushing 100
So hot
degrees
outside.
like every day, and we can't really do things outside without hating existence. So it would be better to find some of those things and go do them. I think it'd be fun. I think we should try. We should strive and do like a thing a week. Be like, oh well, let's go. Just look at what this is.
Candlestick bowling, or duck pin, whatever Jaguar Bolero has. Duck pin is the short squat ones, and candlestick is the long skinny ones.
Sorry, I know candlestick. Duck pin?
Duck pin.
Duck pin bowling. Oh, it's as advertised.
They're like short squat little pins.
Oh, and the bowling ball is tiny.
Yeah. See, there's candle pin.
It's like a slightly bigger softball.
And candle pin's a little bit smaller.
Weird.
Josh says, I've never heard of that.
I would also just
I know
be
you've
down,
heard of candlestick. You're from Maine.
I would also be down to just go do like normal 10-pin bowling.
Yeah.
I like bowling a lot. When I was younger, me and my dad would go bowling all the time. Because we lived near a bowling alley. So I'd be down to just do that. There's so many things you can do inside. There is inside things.
There are inside things.
I want to go check out the inside things.
I think there's a round one in Greensboro, Winston-Salem.
We have a round one?
Like an hour away. 2 hour and a half? How far is that?
Greensboro.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No, it's not
That could-
terrible. It'd have
that's-
to be like a
Yeah.
day thing. Like,
Yeah, but we could do that.
I could go get replacements for the cups that we've broken. You know our curve cups? Like, we broke one of them?
At round one?
No, in Greensboro, there's a place called Replacements, which buys up a lot of, and people sell to them, like, vintage china and glassware.
Yeah.
And they have just, like, back stock of all of this stuff. And you can be like, you can go find the stuff that you...
So if you buy a
If you're
set,
missing a piece...
you buy a set of glasses,
And you
and
break
one
one.
breaks, that's
Yeah.
where you go to get the one
Yeah.
missing one instead
and
of
they
buying a new
ship,
set.
but, like, Why would I
Okay.
pay for that? I just have to, like, plan to go to Greensboro.
Okay. Yeah. You can see why, based on the conversation, I was assuming that we would go to round 1.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, we can get our cups replaced. And I'm like, what?
I meant while we're in Greensboro.
Sure. Yeah, that's also that would be fun. That's not super far away. Mm-hmm. I can do that. If anyone hasn't been to a round 1, they're very fun, especially because they have more. I don't want to say like real games. They have more real arcade games than other arcades. Like Dave and Buster's is kind of a bust. Anytime I've been there, because a lot of like modern arcade games are just like touchscreen iPhone games, but on a large screen, and that sucks.
Cookie Soup.
That's not fun.
We've been there.
Huh?
Cookie Soup asked if we'd been to Duke Gardens. Yeah, we've been there.
Duke Garden. Oh yeah. Yeah, we went to that. Yeah, so Dave and Buster's, I'm like, but round 1 is like what my brain thinks of arcade.
I do want to go check out Frankie's at some point.
Yeah.
And I do want to check out Jaguar Bolera.
No, it's just my Dave and Buster's is great. I've been to several Dave and Buster's, and they've all been like that. So that's my assumption of what a Dave and Buster's is.
I think I've only been to one. No, I've been to 2. And I know the Myrtle Beach one, I do not like it.
Yeah, I've probably been
I don't know where the other one is. Where did I go?
I've probably been to at least 3, if not more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have one that like is a real arcade, then that's good. But my experiences have not been that way, which is sad. Because round 1 is great. Round 1 is like, that's real arcade games. I'm not there to win a ticket. I do not care about a ticket. I do not want to turn in a ticket. It does not matter to me. I just want to play Turtles in Time or whatever. Ideally, my favorite arcades are where I see cabinets that I don't see very often. That I really like. Honestly, the Player's Choice arcade in Myrtle Beach is very good.
Yeah, it's very curated.
It's very curated, and there's a lot of really interesting machines that you don't see very often. And they have even more machines in the back that they cycle out every once in a while. So if you are in Myrtle Beach, I don't know how anyone that watches us in any capacity could go to Myrtle Beach and skip out on Player's Choice. But if that's you and you hearing this for the first time, go to Player's Choice, not just to see Roland and bother him, but also to go to the arcade. It's a very good arcade.
Yeah. They have some games in Player's Choice, but next door is the arcade.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess between, like, both places, there's... I'm trying to think of how many machines there are. I bet there's at least 50.
Text roll.
I bet there's at least 50 machines between both storefronts. So, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I should read these. We had 34 months from Gillips, 68 months from Ultra Husk, and 70 months from Phelps Out. Thank you.
My favorite cabinet at Boxcar is the weirdest one they have. The hockey game.
Oh, the classic...
It's like foosball, but hockey.
Yeah.
That is my favorite thing there.
Yeah. They used to have that in the Chuck E. Cheese when I was growing up. And,
Noah says I got my butt kicked on that.
I played it... I played with Alex on that machine, and I scored a lot. It was like 5-0 or something.
We only got one puck yesterday because we just kept hitting it back and forth so long.
There was a puck already...
Yeah.
There was a puck already out, and then we only got to play 1 point because it was out so long, because they have limited... You get a limited amount of time. I also like skee ball.
Yeah, skee ball's fun.
I don't like skee ball as much as air hockey, but skee ball is also fun.
Skee-Ball is very treasured to me because I played when we did Make-A-Wish
Oh, yeah.
with Ariel, and
Yeah.
she kicked my butt. She did so good. So it's a very treasured game to me because of that.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, you.
You want to sit? You want to stand? You want to sniff? I will say, on the note of real arcade, I do... Don't leave. Sit. Good boy. I do prefer arcades like... I mean, like Boxcar, like Round 1. Things that aren't ticket-based.
Yeah.
But instead you're just playing... However, I do like those arcades. I just want them separate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind doing the thing where it's like, we're going to go into a place and we're just going to play games of skill and, like, try to win tickets. I think that's fun, but I don't want that to be mixed in with my Street Fighters. Because then, in my opinion, you're diluting both. Does that make sense?
Well...
And I understand why you would combine them.
The only arcade I can think of that I think is good and does good with that is Fun Spot.
Yes.
Because things are split up into rooms. Because they have a room of all, like, these really old cabinets.
Fun Spot, but also Fun Spot has more square footage to deal with that than any other place in America.
Yeah.
You know, it's huge.
Yeah.
Fun Spot is amazing. I would... If any of our friends even showed a passing interest in, like, taking a mini vacation up there,
You would go to New Hampshire and go?
it wouldn't take very much effort to twist my arm to get me to do that because it was such a cool place. I would want to go in the off season.
Yeah, because we did that when you and I went.
Yes.
And we basically had the entire place to ourselves.
Yes. I would want to go in the off season, but as long as we could do that, then that would be fine. But aside from Fun Spot, because they have so much room, I generally want the arcades to be separate. Because I do like that. I think it's fun to, like, oh, we're going to go in here and we're just going to, we're going to spend $20 and see what prizes we get at the end.
Yeah.
I think that can be fun. That's a good use of, like, an hour or two. But if you have half that and half other arcade machines, then what you really have is half of the thing that I want at any given time. So, it's fine. It's fine. But a lot of arcades do have both because they're trying to cater to both audiences. So it's normal to have that. It's just not the way I would prefer to do arcades. I'd rather them be separate places. Cheesehammer gifted a sub to Roland to Bond 00 Fat. Thank you, Cheesehammer. As a reminder, I don't know if people know, Roland streams.
Yeah.
Roland does live streams. If you're not privy to that information, now you are. You can watch him.
Renee says every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday night, you can watch Roland. He will talk about his pigs.
He's playing Diablo right now, Renee says. Vagabond, Renee, use those emotes.
Not the first one, right? It's like Diablo 3? I'm not sure what he's playing right now, but I'm like, certainly he's not playing the first Diablo. Because that's older. Togu says 4 is out, so probably 4.
Renee says the newest one.
4. Wait, I've played Diablo 4. I was like, do I? Yeah, I did a first 20 of Diablo 4. I actually really liked it. Yeah, I got a copy of Diablo 4. I think it came with my GPU, is what it was, when I got the other computer. And I played it on first 20. That was the one I became a bear. It was very fun. It's a game that I would much rather play with other people, because you can play it with others. I mean, it would be very fun, like, if we were dungeon crawling together. Like, that would be fun. Renee says he's playing with his buddy Gary and Gary's wife. It is very funny. Yeah, it's... You can play that game by yourself, but I don't want to. I actually just picked up a copy of Diablo 3 on Switch because it was cheap. And I was like, I think that would be a fun experience also, to just be on the couch together. We had 29 months from Shattered Muse and 66 months from Armored Frog. Thank you. Steven and Friends Diablo went. I think I'm the only person in our entire group that owns Diablo 4. So, probably not soon. But I do think that it is a game that if we played, we would probably like. Mal and I have talked about doing another... oh yeah, my button doesn't work.
At all?
I don't know why my button doesn't work. I'll try and fix it.
Thank you, Vagabond.
Yeah, I think there was an update. If I go into the Stream Deck software, I can probably make it work. Mal and I have been talking about doing another, game. Sorry, let me elaborate on more information. Mal and I have been talking about playing another game, like, off-screen together, because we had done that for a little bit, and then we got sidetracked and stopped.
I mean, right now, I'm playing Mother 3, and you're playing Golden Sun. Right?
Golden Sun 2,
so,
but yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, but a game together, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still watching a show. We kind of need to... It would be easier if we were done with the show.
Yeah.
Because if we were done with the show, then we could play during the time when we would watch the show. I don't know. Diablo actually could be a fun time. We could try it. Or we could go back to Disco Elysium.
I think Disco Elysium.
So, hi, buddy.
Hey.
He's doing. Richard says, I have D4, Steven. I'm very slowly getting through it because I do everything possible. Also, morning.
Morning.
It's a game... So here's my problem, and I think everyone gets to relate to this in some way. There are too many video games. I know. That's not my point, but like there are too many video games. And there's so many times I play a game, and...
Morning from Canada.
I play a game, and I think, this is genuinely fun. Mm-hmm. I would love to play this. When on earth will I have time to play this video game? And I hate that.
What if you play... I pointed to Mother 3.
Mal reached back randomly and grabbed a game, and it was Mother 3. Amazing. Amazing.
I miss you, Chatia.
Do we have two Mother 3s there?
Yeah. One is mine. I think this one.
Are they in the cases?
This one's mine.
That case is empty.
Yeah. I bet it's in its box, though.
Okay.
But yeah, this is... I remember printing and being upset that there was a tiny white line there. This is my copy.
Did we print these?
I printed this in college.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Yama says, how many Mother 3s do you have in the house? 2.
Yeah.
2. Mine, and then Mal's that we have from when the game came out. Which at this point was 18 years ago.
I bought mine in 2007.
Oh, you didn't get... I thought you got yours when it came out.
Mm-mm. Got it, because if it came out 2006, April.
Yeah.
I did not get it that summer. I got it the next summer.
Oh. Okay. I had Mother 3 pre-ordered.
Yeah, I know.
So...
You got the big set. The deluxe box. That came with the little micro. The Mother 3 micro.
I have been Mother fan a long time. Because I had that game pre-ordered. Haley says, what does your Prime Remake copy look like?
If your locksmiths are stupidly obnoxious, feed them Tiny Eddie's famous wolf sticks.
Kill your locksmith. 1,000 Bits from Travis who says, Erica's here. Let's have Eddie offer her a treat. Tiny Eddie's famous wolf sticks. A wolf stick sounds like a normal stick that you just give to
A wolf?
a wolf. Do wolves like sticks?
I bet they do.
I don't know enough about wolves or the connection between canines to know, like, if that's...
Because, like, big cats purr.
Yeah. You
And,
know,
like,
yeah, like, if you spend
domesticated cats purr.
if you spend a lot of time looking at videos of, you know, tigers and leopards and stuff,
You're like, it's just a
you're
big
like, oh my
kitty.
god, that's just a big cat. But I don't know how close that behavior is in, like, wolves. You throw a stick for a dog's like, hell yeah, that's my favorite thing in the world. And if, I don't know if you threw it for a wolf, he'd be like, I'm now going to attack you, because that was what I was going to do anyway. I don't know. This looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's, like, pushing himself against your one leg so he doesn't
He's
fall.
doing the best he can.
He's
anyway.
trying so hard.
Anyway, Travis, thank you. If your locksmith is a wolf, find another locksmith. Cheesehammer gifted a sub to Kepler. Slick Duke gifted a sub to Chatia. And we 300 Bits Maldo, it says, I haven't played Magic in a while, but finding out the new set will feature entirely animal characters where squirrels or necromancer druids just might be the thing to draw me back in. They're doing wild stuff. That sounds fun, though. That sounds fun. I wonder if Dan ended up getting any of the Fallout set. I don't know if he did or not. I'm not sure. Alright. It's 10 o'clock.
I have an allergy appointment today, so...
Mal's got an allergy appointment. I've got more things to work on. I've been working on Japan. I don't want to give an estimated arrival date for the next vlog of that, but I'm working on it. There is a new vlog out now, though, so go watch that. And if you didn't know that my copy of Metroid Prime had been stolen again, now you know. It's gone. Again. Haley says, by who? Who could have done this? Who? I really hope you beat the game. Like, I really hope you beat the game. And if you don't, like, I'm gonna come over and turn it on and hand you the controller and stare at you until you beat the game. Just gonna sit there and go. And wait for you to finish it. Anyway, that's it. We're done. What do we have to let them know about?
I'm streaming tomorrow at 11.
Ooh, yeah. Tune in for that if you're around. 11 a.m. Eastern. Mao is working on her big painting. If y'all didn't see the...
You want me to go get it?
No, what? No, what? It's huge!
That doesn't mean I can't get it.
Go get it. Y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this. This will entice you. You'll be like, I need to go to this stream. Also go to the stream anyway, because Mao applied for a Twitch partnership again. So we're crossing our fingers there. And also want to continue to make sure her streams are full of people. It's so big. I think you have to go behind the couch. It's the only way you could even show the whole thing. It's so big.
It goes there. There, that's how big it is.
So big. It's so big. Anyway, Mao is working on the largest canvas she's ever painted on.
This is the underpainting. It's like a rough draft.
Yeah. So, tune in tomorrow.
It's the equivalent of a 50-inch TV.
Tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern when Mal will be working. Are you putting color on it tomorrow?
No, actually, I'm finishing the study I did of the sky. Because this is the Milky Way sky.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that downstairs at tabletop.
Oh!
Yeah. Because I don't want to change what this is set up for in the studio.
Oh! So you're going to be working on the study that will then be applied to this.
Yes.
It's so much effort. I'm excited
for
this.
Well, I started it. I need to finish it.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
But I will go back to this on Tuesday.
Okay. Anyway. Tomorrow at 11, Mal will be painting. And then, tomorrow night at 8 p.m., back to Zelda. So.
This is a nighttime scene.
Another labyrinth to do.
There's a mountain and there's trees and a lake. That's what it is.
It's going to be a cool painting.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very cool painting. All right, folks, that is it. Have yourselves a wonderful Thursday. Mal will see you in the morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for painting. See you then.